Not an upload has gone by without somebody asking for Alolan Muk. The attempt to build a decent Alolan Muk deck cost me everything. 160 HP is a strong stat for a Stage 1 EX evolution. That's it. That's the one good thing about Alolan Muk. For 3 energy, Chemical Panic deals 80 damage and afflicts its target with a random special condition. The defending Pokemon will end up poisoned, burned, confused, paralyzed, or asleep. Seems like a really fun Pokemon, am I right? Maybe, if you're a sociopath. A dog chasing cards kind of guy who doesn't just appreciate life's uncertainty, but thrives because of it. I'm not that guy. This Pokemon upsets me. The biggest issue with Muk is the fact that it can inflict confusion. In Pokemon Pocket, there's a specific clause for certain special conditions. Confusion, paralysis, and sleep overtake one another. Why? Because of the original games? It's not like a Pokemon can be burnt and poisoned at the same time there anyways. I was very excited about combining Muk with Hypno until this happened. How about we get that burn? Anything but the confusion. Oh my god, you're f***ing kidding me, dude. You're it's Muk, you're not a serious Pokemon. Muk, you are not a serious Pokemon. How can you keep rolling confusion? Why are you complaining about Muk applying confusion? It's a free condition, after all. You're dealing 80 damage for 3 energy with an EX card. You tell me I should be grateful for a worse version of his Magius? Here's my Alolan Muk deck. Behold, the one Muk deck I didn't grow to hate. We confuse and poison early in the game, to then send in Muk to provide us with an attack that won't bring us shame. We do this thanks to Spiritomb's Confuse Ray. As we attack, we flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon will be confused. As long as the Pokemon doesn't run away, confusion will remain. With Poison Barb in the mix, once Muk goes in, the status roulette will narrow down to 3. Burn, paralysis, and sleep. This makes the outcome more predictable and helps Muk be a little bit less terrible. Salandit is our 5th basic Pokemon. Synergizing with our full set of Poison Barb, Salandit's attack will deal 50, mirroring the offensive prowess of a Skarmory. After countless tests, this Alolan Muk deck is what works best. The bad RNG can be difficult to digest. Join me on this session so I can finally put this Pokemon to rest. Click on the link in the description down below to head on over to Tactor.com, where you'll find all of my decks, and you can share yours. What Pokemon should I be grow next? You know what? You don't decide. Tired of this bullshit. I'll leave a comment down below, but make sure you leave a like and subscribe because reasons. Have us all day. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's play Alolan Muk. Oh, fighting. Well, that's what Spiritomb is for. Spiritomb has no weakness to fighting, so even though our Muk gets hit super effectively, we are not gonna get trampled over immediately. It's taken me everything. Absolutely everything to end up with an Alolan Muk deck that I'm happy with. Passimian. Double trouble. Well, because we're not weak to it, we don't get one-shotted by the Seismitoss here. And we can always confuse it. It has a retreat cost of 2, so it's hard for the opponent to pivot with it. So what are they combining Passimian with? That's the question. Oh, I love this research. Okay, what do we get? Salandit. And I'll keep the other Spiritomb in hand for Pokemon communication. I think Poison Barb here is appropriate. So that Mars is just complete destroy us. We have enough time. We have a lot of time to make this Confuse Ray go through. So if we don't get it at first, eventually, like, all we need is to flip heads once, and we confuse the Passimian as they're... Okay, it's Golem. Golem, okay. That is a guaranteed Grimer who we're going to start to build up immediately. And because we already have all the pieces, we can drop the other Spiritomb as well. Here we go. Come on. Come on, confuse him. Attaboy, there we go. That's gonna make our Spiritomb hard to kill for Passimian here. And the moment they connect once, they get poisoned. So if we can... Okay, they break through, but they get poisoned. I could pivot. I could pivot into Salandit. So that does slow me down. If I hit this for 50, I put it in a position where it can die at the end of my turn anyways. Let me see if I can find the Giant Cape. A Giant Cape would really solidify this kind of play. Okay, I need to hold on to this Pokeball for Pokemon communication later. To thin my deck. I'm gonna evolve into Alolan Muk. No reason to keep it in hand anymore. I can also just pivot into Spiritomb, to be honest. Because Salandit does leave me wide open to a kill here. And confuse him again. Maybe the confusions stack and the odds are greater. But anyways, we have the HP to survive this Seismic Toss. If they want to Cyrus us, then it still leaves things to chance. As they connect here. Now we do what we said we're going to do. We're going to go for the Pokemon communication. Get that Alolan Muk, and then Pokeball the Grimer out. And our deck is completely thinned here. Energy on to this Muk. And now we confuse Ray again, because unless they have more healing, then if they want to attack with Passimian, they need a 50% chance in order to be able to attack. And even if they connect, Passimian will die at the end of their turn. There comes that monster. I'm happy to keep the Spiritomb with the Poison Barb in the back though, so that we can poison the Golem. Golem hits hard, but it doesn't quite one-shot us. Unless they have red. That's fine, because that can help us find red. Or Giant Cape, sorry. This is a tough decision for them. Oh, okay. I think we Cyrus to eliminate the Passimian and let this come in. With a Poison Barb here. And a Giant Cape. We knock out the Passimian with Spiritomb, having given them no points yet. So not only we can confuse the Golem, but we can also poison it. Over the spam of like applying confuse and poison will make it so that we either roll burn, paralysis, or sleep. So we have really good chances of just nullifying our Golem's attack. Even if they go for a Sabrina, they'll be vulnerable. And wait, what happened there? They got 2 energy on this. Why couldn't they attack? What did I miss here? Oh, because the Passimian has no energy left on it. Oh! Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you love to see it. You love to see it. Dude. Let's confuse him. Or try at least. Here we go. Come on. Okay, we fail, but we have another chance to do so. And next turn, we can Mars them. As they knock out our Spiritomb, and they have all those cards in hand. You see? Oh, now they had a rare candy. Okay. Still worthy Mars to take away 2 of their cards. Because that means Brock, you know, like Sabrina, stuff like that. But to be fair, maybe the next turn is the best way. No, because they can Brock into that. And I want to deny that. So I'm going to Mars now. And I'm going to try to confuse him. Again. God damn it. Back-to-back misses. Spiritomb let me down here. But that just means Alolan Muk is going to come through. Muk, all you. Oh, you, buddy. I believe in you. I mean, that kind of forces a switch. I just hope they don't have a Sabrina. I really just hope they don't have a Sabrina, though. They have a Leaf. I've already used my Sars. I need this Muk to sleep or paralyze. I need this Muk to sleep or paralyze. You know, like I've been getting very low rolls, like not being able to confuse the Golem. Not being able to confuse the Golem. I'm owed a sleeper paralysis here. Come on, Muk. Come on. Come on, Muk. Come on, you got this. Come on, Muk. You got this! Ah, you got this! You beast! You beast! Oh, clutch! God, that's basically playing this Pokemon in a nutshell. It's played to the RNG gods, but oh man, if you believe, I didn't believe, but if you believe, anything is possible. I mean, they could have Pokemon Center Lady, but nah, no way. No way. You run Brock, you don't have space for it. You got Double Leaf, Double Brock. I don't know. A Stage 2 evolution with Rare Candy. There's no Pokemon Center Lady. It's not there. That's a dead Pokeball, brother. Clutch! I was owed that because missing like back-to-back confusing flips and then just getting the bird there, like it was about time. Okay, round 2. All right, this time we go first against fighting, and we have an Alolan Grimer lead, but we have Pokeball onto Leaf. Grimer may be weak to fighting, but my Spiritomb isn't, and neither is Salandit. So I can pivot turn 1 and leave a Pokemon in the front with a Poison Barb that is not vulnerable to a hit. Though to be fair, that's a Rockruff right there. That's not going to attack us immediately. I'm going to hold on to his Mars. And I'm actually going to leave turn 1. And drop that Poison Barb. And the reason why I'm going for Leaf turn 1 is because I want to Mars next turn as they go for the Signs of Evolution. I want to undo their draw. This deck also relies on, you know, they're running Rare Candy with Rampardos, so Mars is going to hit them hard here. Especially after the Professor. Oh my god, this Mars. This Mars. They go for a Pokemon Communication, probably dropping the evolution since they're gonna find it anyways. The Lycanroc, as they try to find their pieces. The question is like, do you have the Skull Fossil? You don't. Yeah, this Mars is a must. Gonna delete half of their hand here. Let's attack it. And confuse them. Now if they want a Signs of Evolution again, if we confuse them, which we don't. We don't, because this Spiritomb is a slow starter today. But we could have prevented them from going for the Signs of Evolution potentially. The confusion is not coming through though. They're just gonna, okay, it didn't matter. Because our HP stats are the same though, we will be taking 50 damage. Except it's just gonna knock out our Grimer, so we have to find another one. Okay, that's rough. The fact that they got Sabrina Lycanroc immediately is annoying, very annoying to be honest. Because now that could really, depending on our draw here, that could really oof. This is really important. Can I find another Grimer? Yes I can. Oh my god. How about a Salandit? Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. So yeah, we just keep missing our Confuse Ray attacks here. But we have a Salandit that can knock out the Lycanroc. And then it's just how fast can they find Rampardos is the question. They've already played a Sabrina, so I doubt they have another one. You're dead. You're dead. Death by Salandit, motherfucker! Beautiful. Beautiful. Very, very frustrating game, but the tech. The tech coming in, ladies and gentlemen. Venoshock for the win! The Mars still did great because it actually just like reduced their hand size and they could not find another basic. And the Salandit just coming in, making use of that poison barb and hitting them like a Skarmory. Beautiful. Nice. Fire. I'm gonna drop both Alolan Grimers. Salandit, what the hell? Because I don't want to get Mars turn 1, and having 2 of them is very nice because if I don't evolve one, I can evolve the other. Like, there's little harm in this. And Alolan Grimer going second is not that bad. It's not amazing. It's still a 3 energy attacker that you gotta build up, but going second, you have the time to do that. You can poison gas and then you can attack in a couple of turns after. As we pick up the Spiritomb, we go for the research. What do we find? Another Spiritomb and a Pokemon Communication. So I'm gonna drop this. Poison you. And keep the communication with the Spiritomb. Hypno Salazzle, maybe with the burn poison? Is that what they're just going all in with the status? That's pretty spicy. Not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. They run dual energy though. Interesting. You're gonna gnaw me? No, you're gonna evolve into Salazzle here. See if they get to sleep. They do. Do we wake up? Do we wake up? We do. That's a well-trained Grimer there. Let's go for the Pokeball. I'm gonna drop that Salandit in there as well. Now this Pokemon Communication is a guaranteed Alolan Muk. So I'm gonna go for it now, taking Mars into consideration. And this this will poison and burn me, and then they can sleep me. So I'm gonna apply this energy. I'm gonna put a giant cape to ensure this Grimer lives, and I'm gonna poison gas them, preserving my evolution to undo all the status. So in this particular scenario, like, this Grimer is amazing. And they know that's coming. You can't blame him. Like, they're aware that it's pretty much checkmate, because now even if they roll the heads and they get the sleep and all the status, I undo it, I one-shot the Salazzle, and then the game is kind of a wrap from there, because we're still very damn bulky. So good stuff. Okay, what do we got now? Yeah, yikes. Not fine. I mean, we have the Spiritomb. So, like I said, we're not as vulnerable. And, okay, 2 cannon. 2 cannon is something we survive. Like, if they evolve into it immediately, it's just 2 cannon with Rampardos. Okay. So, basically, like another Rampardos deck. We got double Pokeball. We immediately find the Grimer. Double Grimer. I can Pokemon Communication right away. Because Alolan Muk is a draw that I could have, but all the other Pokemons are great, yeah. Now we develop double Spiritomb. With energy onto you and the Poison Barb as well. And we go for the Confused Ray and get it. Now, they can still Rare Candy onto 2 cannon, but we have 80 HP, which allows us to survive here. We just start building up the Alolan Grimer immediately in the back. As there is the Cranidos. But now, even if they would break through Confusion, they're not really compelled to attack with this Picky Peck here. Okay, that Iono is awful. I was playing around Mars, but I can't really play around... Oh, that's so bad. Okay, that sucks. Because now we need to draw... I mean, we still have 2 Professor's Research here. But now they can pivot into the Cranidos. So, oh my goodness, that just worked out so well for them. But we have a Sounded. We have a Sounded top deck here, which we can pivot right into. And apply a Poison Barb onto it. As we Venoshock them. Huge top deck there. Eliminating the 2 cannon threat right then and there. And now we survive Cranidos' attack. Unless they find Rampardos. But if they do, it's going to get poisoned and take the recoil without having scored any points prior. This is massive. This is absolutely massive. And if they were to Cyrus my Spiritomb, then I can bring in the Salandit. And they don't attack. I'm going to take the safe route, and I'm just going to ping at this while building up the Alolan Muk in the back. Oh! Yo, Salandit putting in the work, though. Okay. I'll take it. Fighting. I don't like taking that. We have a Grimer lead. That can easily get blown back here. Passimian. No way this is Golem again, right? That's too much to be a coincidence. Like, that's just weird. I'm gonna go for the Pokeball first. Because I could have gone for a Mars, but I'd rather, like, draw through my stuff. As we got it all. Let's go for the Spiritomb. Let's also drop the Salandit. And the other Alolan Grimer. I'm just gonna drop everything. as I poison gas them. And if they don't play anything, I can Mars them. Or not. Is this really Golem? No, it's drop a Coco, okay. Well, the fact that we have a fully developed board is huge here. Keeping this basic in hand is important because if we find the Pokemon communication, we can find the Alolan Muk and we can set up a strong board to survive a Draco. I get killed if I don't evolve here. So that is what I'm gonna do. The key thing now is we're kind of like, we're going really fast for them. Threatening a KO with Muk here is a big deal because they have not placed any energy onto Rayquaza yet. So even with the offload pass... Okay, never mind. The Pokemon Center Lady. I need this chemical panic to do something. Okay, can you stay asleep? Oh, yes! They've already played that Pokemon Center Lady, so the odds of them having another one are not that great. If they even play a second one. I do want to find that other Alolan Muk, though. And now we Mars them. Now we definitely Mars them. Very nice. I'm gonna Mars them just to leave one card in hand. And I'm gonna place an energy on Alolan Grimer. We knocked this out, like... Leaving this Passimian to hit us next turn is just not what we're about. And we gotta bank on Muk. We gotta bank on Muk to do something great here, because this Draco Meteor is gonna hit us all over the place. But let's see how it spreads. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, that is completely fine. We have that Spiritomb in hand. A lot of it went for the Salandit. Energy on to the Grimer again. Chemical Panic. We gotta keep going forward here. Come on. Okay, we got a burn. That's aligning the Rayquaza to die, but... we could also succumb to this. We have 100 HP on Muk. That's so important. There's a potion, but that does not put you out of range. Our red. Oh, God. I need the two of them to not hit the Muk in the front. Oh, no. Dot. Dot! No, they got us. Oh, they dropped that coke. Oh, God. Oh. I'm out for vengeance. But I mean, if I gotta lose to something, I'm not too mad about losing to drop a Coco. It's a pretty cool deck. As we have a Grimer going second against a Celebi, and we can poison it with a very promising hand here. Celebi superior it is. And they just immediately red card us. Turn 1 red card. Okay. I mean, it sucks because we had an amazing hand. But then again, you know, we could just draw the... Like, that's the thing. Playing red card before your opponent even has played a single Professor's Research is just, like, very silly, honestly. Like, that's just indication of, like, not a very good player, if you ask me. Pretty clearly. Yeah, no, I like this lineup. I know I have a Pokemon communication, but I suspect that if you play red card, they play Mars as well. So I want to poison them so I can send in Sound the next turn and start hammering at them with a 70 base power Venoshock. Because, oh boy, I'm angry. Leaf. Preserve the energy on the Grimer. Bring in Sound it. Evolve into Alolan Muk so Mars doesn't punish us. And burn him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, will you look at that? Oh, and they play Erica instead of something like Pokemon Center Lady. So if this Celebi wants to not lose any momentum, it's gonna remain in the front. It's gonna remain in the front. And you may find your superior. Shaman. Okay, that does surprise me. But do you have Rare Candy superior? Otherwise, 75% of the time I survive here. You got Erica, but that does not save you. Like, this Sounded is a monster here. I just need him to not flip 2 heads. Easy. Easy peasy, it's over. It's the easiest game of my career. Easiest salty run back ever. Conceding coming in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I could have played a giant cape on this thing to survive an attack from the Snivy, but if they do that, they lose anyways. So, I'm okay with it. God, that Celebi got roasted. Absolutely roasted. There it is. A little bit too late though, buddy. Because my Muk is ready. Exit. Oh, the plot thickens. Do we have a Cyrus? Oh, we have a useless Mars. I'm gonna bring you in. Put a giant cape. Still factoring their own Mars there. And make them panic. We could just end it here with a sleeper paralysis. It could be over. A confusion, though, doesn't quite do it. If they have Psychic Executor, it doesn't one-shot us, thanks to the Giant Cape. I mean, with 3 energy, 100, 140, we don't need the Giant Cape to survive it, but... Oh, yeah. This is low-key the MVP of today's video. This little guy right here. Okay. Going first against Psychic. We have no Spiritomb lead, which is what we'd like to see, but we do have Leaf to be able to pivot out if we need to. With Alolan Muk in hand. Tapu Lele, Giratina. Meta deck right here. The powerful one at that. As is any deck with a Giratina, really. We're going to go for the Pokeball and see if we can find Salandit. Well, we'll drop it. Let's go for another Pokeball before we drop that second research. Play the Spiritomb. And Poison Gas. As they hit us with the arrow and we bring in Sound It. We play Leaf. And we Venoshock them. Now we Mars to attack their hand. They hit us for 40, we heal with Pokemon Center Lady, and we are outside of Giratina range. As now we Chemical Panic. And now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Leaf and bring in the Grimer. With a Poison Barb onto it. So that if they do have a Cyrus, we still are developing energy onto the Grimer. So this is the plan. We bring this in, and now we force them to have a Cyrus, which first of all they have to have. Otherwise, the Muk incoming is extremely dangerous. Of course, they always have it. Always have it. Let me see. 3 cards in hand. 1 Pokemon Communication, 1 Muk. Which means I have a 2 out of 3 chance of finding Alolan Muk. So we evolve. Giant Cape, okay. And the Chaotic Impact. Okay, we take the hit, we poison. We take the hit and we poison, and now a burn wins. A burn wins. Paralysis also wins. I just need to not get a confusion or a sleep. No confusion, no sleep. Here we go, Muk. Let's take it home. Let's take it home. Hey! What if they have a Pokemon Center Lady? Of course not. Oh, of course not. Oh, there we go. That's my boy. A bird would have been better. But I'll take that. So here's the thing about Muk, you know, he's fun to play, without a doubt. But there's so many different potential outcomes to his attack that it's very, like, you just can't predict what's gonna happen. He's pure chaos. You know, some people are really into that, right? But I like to plan things ahead. But with this asshole, I can't. I'm just like, I don't know, I can get whatever. But this is the design that I like best. As you guys can see, like, we had a really solid session today, and it's because this is what I believe to be the best way to play Alolan Muk. I do think he's one of, if not the worst EX from the expansion, but I like the Spiritomb combination a lot because the worst aspect of Muk is that he confuses. Like, if confusion was not in the mix, because the issue is, like, I tried combining him with Hypno. That was a very exciting combination for me, but I hate the fact that asleep, paralysis, and confusion cannot coexist. So if you manage to sleep a Pokemon with Hypno, Muk can still confuse it, and you end up with, like, a far better condition, right? So you can't really stack them. So I ultimately realized that that's the biggest weakness Muk has. English. That's the biggest weakness Muk has. Confusing. The fact that the confused status is within the mix. So in order to undo that, we run Spiritomb, who can confuse the enemy, and that enhances our chances. That, alongside Poison Barb, makes our Muk a little bit more consistent. Emphasis on a little bit, right? Because he's still chaotic as hell. But yeah, a lot of you have been asking me for a Muk deck since the beginning of the expansion. I've taken a while because, man, I've tried so many different ideas, and this is the one that I'm finally happy with. So leave a like if you enjoyed the Muk video, because it took everything out of me to reach this deck. Oh, I had an entire stream with this card, and it was an absolute disaster. But here we go. It was very fun, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm excited to move on. I just can't handle this shit. Love you. Have a soul day. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.